pork. We're having pulled pork. We're having pulled pork. We're having pulled pork. Hello everyone, I'm Tupperware Pete. G'day. We are doing Tupperware Pete pulled pork from the pressure cooker. Oh my goodness, all the peas. I love the alliteration. Let me put these maracas down over here. Did you see part one? Where I did, in my Tupperware pressure cooker, I got a pork shoulder, I chopped it up into pieces, I popped it into my Tupperware pressure cooker with an onion that I popped through the super dicer. You know the super dicer? And I also threw in a few spices. And did I throw in anything else? I can't remember. I'll have to rewatch the video. I can't remember what I did. So what I've done is I've pulled all of this pork out and it's sitting in here. I did eat a few chunks of it, let me just say, because I wanted to taste it, just for quality control. And it's absolutely delicious. So what I'm going to do is grab, let's pop this over here. I'll talk about all of this in a moment. Let me move all of this over here. I'll talk about this in a moment as well. Let me move all of this over here. You know your Tupperware that goes into the oven? You know the Tupperware, hang on a minute. I need to pop this tie away in here because otherwise it's going to end up in the pressure cooker. So just let me just do this just for a moment. All right. Now, you know the Tupperware that goes into the oven, right? So this goes into the microwave, the gas oven, the electric oven, the wood oven. It'll go into the dishwasher. It's virtually non-stick. It will go into the freezer. And if you can control the temperature on your Weber barbecue up to 250 degrees, it'll go in your Weber barbecue so long as it's 5 centimeters away from the heat source, right? You can use the cover just as an oven tray, or you can use them both in a standard oven that fits side by side. Or you might want to do your meat down the bottom, your veggies up the top. You might want to do your meat up there, pop the cover on the top there, and then it becomes like your oven bag. Or you can just flip it upside down, Miss Jane. And when you want to drain off any juices, you can drain off the juice because see these little holes and these little notches? They are raised and they connect in with this raised cover in here, and that helps you drain. When you're holding it, the steam doesn't go where your hands go, it goes where the corners are, so it's a lot safer in design, all right? What we're doing, yes, this goes into the oven. I am going to pop in my cover. Let me grab my Tupperware. I've got my Tupperware skimmer, right? So all I'm going to do is just remove this. I've got these large pieces of the rind or the fat off the pork, right? I am just going to, actually, I'll get some paper towel and I will just line this. Actually, we'll get a bit more. Have you seen the Recycline paper towel holder? What you do is, see this little part here? This in here? See that? See how you can squeeze it? What you do is, you pull off as much paper towel as you need, right? When you squeeze that handle, that should grip onto that there, and it makes it easier to remove some paper towel. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop that, I'm just going to pop this down onto here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pat this down. I'm just going to scoop this out as best we can. If we can, there we go. And have we got all of that out? Almost. Oh no, oh that's pineapple. All right, terrific. Oh my goodness, that's so yum. Okay, then in here I've just got, this is some more pork, and I'm taking this off. I'm going to make my own pork crackling. So what I'm going to do is grab this product here. You all know what this is called, don't you? This is so much fun. When you get this is called the Supersonic Chopper. It also, some people, almost like cult-like status, call it something else. Just let me remove the blade cover that you get when it comes with it, and we'll pop that back. That just sits on a little peg into there. You grab the top, that's the collar and the cover. That just pops on like a bayonet light bulb, and you can remove that and access it that way as well. You can pop that there, or you can remove the whole thing that way. Once you've got that attached and you've removed the anti-slip grip from the inside and applied it to the base, you can then have practice pulling the ripcord as if you were starting a lawnmower. Or you might want to practice going skydiving, pulling the parachute, right? But if you love it, sing along with me. No need to ask, it's a smooth operator. Is this? I call this the smooth chopperator, and I think it's almost got a cult-like following. The smooth chopperator. It's a brilliant product, right? What we're going to do in here, we are going to throw in our bits of pork. So we just we'll throw in the bits of pork into here. Let's remove this rind if we can, and fingers crossed. I've never done this before in here, but I'm thinking it's going to work, right? So. You know what my videos are like, right? Let's just remove this pork. I'll pop that over to there. Is that, yeah, that's all. I popped all of this pork shoulder. I just chopped it up, popped it into a pressure cooker, and popped it on for 30 minutes. I popped it in with an entire tin of pineapple, and I popped it in with a whole bunch of spices. So what we're going to do is, let's remove that pork. It literally just peels off like a banana, right? It's amazing. Pop that into there. Here we go. There's a little bit more. Pop that over there. Here's a little bit more. Oh, there's a little bit of pineapple. Look, see? I put pineapple in there too, and it's absolutely divine. Let me just give this hands a rinse. I didn't think that far ahead. Let's just rinse that off. And we are going to do this in batches. Let me just move this away. Because in here, there is a fill line. Can you see the fill line? Don't fill it above the fill line because the blades are down the bottom, and if you do fill it above the fill line, it might put pressure on a few different points, so that's why they put the fill line on there. And it's like, when you're using it, it's like a zero carbon footprint handheld blender. Alright, so we're going to pop this in here. We are just going to... Did you see that video where I sliced up a raw chicken breast? Maybe not the best choice. Alright, so what we're going to do is... we are going to chop this through. Can we see? It's slowly getting there. Maybe the chunks were a little bit too chunky. But I think it's going to work out well. So we've got... oh. There we go. Let's pop that into there. So we've got this in here. Okay. Here we go. We get some action going on. You've got to put your favourite Spotify playlist on so you can have a good cardiovascular workout happening in the privacy of your own home. It'll save money on gym fees, all right? And you can have a lot of fun doing it, right? Okay, here we go. You ready? Can you see what I'm doing here? Can we see? Here we go. Look, that is... Here's some, I tried popping through some through the super dicer earlier, and I did some with some forks, and look, that's our pulled pork. How yum is this? We're going to pop that straight into here. We're going to prep that up into there. We've got another one of our Eco Plus clear bowls with the seal. These are the ones that reverse landfill. What they do is they take single-use plastic out of landfill, shampoo bottles, conditioner bottles, single-use water bottles, toothpaste tubes. They take all of them out of landfill. They take all the impurities out of those products. They run it through a computer program until they're left with the Tupperware ingredients, and that's what Tupperware used to make the Eco Plus salad bowls, the drink bottles, the straws, the lunch boxes, the entire range of products called Eco Plus, which is basically, it's like a line of products within the Tupperware brand, all right? So we've got some more. Let's pop this in here. We're going to pop this into here. Oh, pop that in here. Pop that into here. Let's pop this into here. This is delicious. Okay. Yum. Oh. We might even make a gravy. Let's do that. Let's make a gravy as well, do you reckon? And then wait till I show you what's in here, and wait till I show you the potato bake is cooked from the pressure cooker, so stick around for that one. All right. Here we go. Yum. This is mine. This is like a 2-point-something kilo pork shoulder roast that instead of popping it into the oven for 2.5 hours, I popped it in the pressure cooker for half an hour. All I added was a tin of pineapple and some spices, and oh my goodness, this is divine, right? And here, pulled pork. How delicious is this, right? Let's just pop that over here. Look, see? How easy is that? There's my pulled pork. We'll just top this up into here. And we'll... Oh, there's a bit that I missed. So good. All right. Yum-o. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, let's just give this a wipe down. Luckily, Tupperware do eco cloths. So we'll just wipe this down. Then what we're going to do is, let's just seal this. We've got our pulled pork that we can now have for salad wraps, tacos, tortillas, burritos. Basically, I can just pop it in the fridge. There's my cold meat for the entire week, and I can just keep stacking things up on top of that into the refrigerator. How awesome is that? What we're going to do is just put this aside. Right. We are going to pat this down. Oh, there we go. Let's pat this down. This is our pork. This is the fat off the pork. And all we're going to do is just pat that down slightly. We will remove that paper towel. Remember, this Tupperware, the Ultra Pro, can go into the oven. I am just going to very quickly throw on an oven, a food grade glove, just to rub in some salt. I've got some Celtic sea salt, and there is my pork that I've just got on my Ultra Pro. I'm going to do quick crackling. I've got the oven on, and I'm just going to grab some salt, and I'm going to rub that straight into here. A decent amount. And all I'm going to do is just rub that through. I'm not going to add any oil. This is already cooked, remember? And we are just going to rub that through in here. I'm going to pop that in on a high oven. Like a high in the shelf oven. I've got it on, at the moment, I've got a really cold oven. And my oven, I've got it on for, I've got it on 190. Which is probably only 170. So, depending on the oven that you use, might depend on how long you pop yours in for. But most of this fat is already scored. So I'm just turning this over. I've got, making sure I've got salt on all of the good bits, right? So there we go. That's it there. That's all I've got. So I'm going to pop this into the oven, all right? Before I do that, let's wash my hands. Hands washed. All right, let's pop this in here. We'll pop that on. We'll stick that into there. Now, what we're going to do is, let's just seal this. You've seen the Ultra Clear, haven't you? I'm loving this as a storage solution for the pantry. It's so very easy to remove the seal and to apply. And it's a proper airtight seal, right? So we've got that into there. Let's pop that up into here. While we're waiting for that pork crackling to happen, I do have a few Tupperware serving centres. Now, this is the serving centre. What it comes with is you do get a seal that pops onto your dip bowl. You do get the one with all the compartments that you can play tiddlywinks in, or you can separate your jigsaw puzzle pieces into here. It's also really good for taco night, for making banana splits. You've got your roast potatoes into here with all your roast potato fillings. You've got a salad bar with your wraps in here. You can do a flaming pineapple in here. I might do that one night. So that's that into there, right? So we've got, that's what it comes with, right? That's one item there. Let's just yeet that over to there. When you have two of them, right, you can have the top of one filled with hot water, and now I can stick that on the bench top, and I can have my party pies, my footy franks, my sausage rolls. I can have my tomato sauce in the middle, and I can keep everything nice and hot. If I want to keep the flies off, I can do that, not a problem, and I can stack things in the refrigerator on top of each other, and one night I can have tacos, the next night I can have salad wraps, the next night we can make our own pizzas, and you can just keep going until all the fillings are gone, right? So that's, it really is, makes it very fun, makes it very easy to use, and you don't throw away the leftovers, you just keep them in the fridge, right? You can also fill that with cold water. Throw in a few, like a handful of rock salt. When you pop it into the freezer, this is brand new. It's like a new pair of jeans, actually. When you pop it into the freezer, the water goes up through all of these little crevices and it freezes the bottom. So now I can have all of my fruit salad in here. I can have a beautiful cold Toblerone dip in the middle, or I might want to have all of my seafood with my seafood sauces into the middle in there. Absolutely gorgeous. How delicious is that, right? And when you're not using it, you can just stack that up into the pantry, or you can stack it like that as well. I like it stacked up the other side because then you can stack things on top of each other, right? So that's that. That's the Tupperware serving centre. Now in here, in this one, I have prepped all of my veggies. I've done a salsa. It's like a deconstructed salsa. So I've got tomato, cucumber, mango, capsicum. I've got lettuce in there. I've got some Chinese celery in here. I've got some red onion over here, right? And I've got, we'll just pop that into there. And if I've got my pork, I can now do my pork into here. I can do my pork into here. I've got some sweet chili sauce. Every now and again they come out with these squeezy bottles, so you can pop your sauce over to there. You've got some parsley or coriander or mint. I've actually got coriander and mint that I've mixed up together into there. You can pop that into there. You might want to have another little dip of something into there too. So now you can take that over to the back deck. You've got all of those little bits and pieces into there. You've got your cold water in the bottom with all of your salad fillings, or why not use this as a flat platter or a flat salad bowl. You can pop a tossed salad into here. You can throw in your hard taco shells or something like that. Let's say you are going to do some hard taco shells. I've actually done mine in the Tupperware Micro Pro Grill, right? So you just, there we go. It has been sitting in there for about half an hour, so I don't recommend doing that. But there's your hard tacos. You can pop all of them into here, and you can lay them all out. Everyone can help themselves to the tacos, and there's your taco fillings into there. How cool is that, right? So what we're going to do now is we are going to make a gravy with the juice that came out of this pulled pork. Now, all I added was a tin of pineapple. There's a bit of pineapple in there. I added a tin of pineapple with a red onion and a couple of chilies and a whole bunch of spices. That's it. This liquid came out of the pineapple and the actual pork. That's why it stays nice and moist when you're doing it in a pressure cooker, because it doesn't dry out when it's in the oven, right? So how awesome is that, right? So what we're going to do in there is, let me just move this out the way. We've got our Tupperware 1 litre micro cook pitcher in here, right? So what we're going to do is just grab the tab, peel the seal. We've got some corn flour. Let's just do just about a tablespoon of corn flour. Let me just grab a little bit of cold water, and we will, not too much, let's grab a whisk. Let's just whisk that up. And now all we have to do is grab this ladle and let's ladle this juice straight into here. Pineapple and all. Let's make up some gravy. Grab the whisk again. Just whisk that through into there. And let's pop that in for just on 30-second intervals and just whisking it in between time, right? So, we've got that in there. While we're doing that, do you remember from the previous video? What did I cook in the other pressure cooker? I did a potato bake. Would you like to see it? I can't wait to see it. We've got 5 seconds. Let's just wait for this gravy. We'll pop it on for another 30 seconds. And you just stir it every 30 seconds, just to avoid the lumps, right? Check this out. Oh, it's delicious! There's my potato bake. Now, do you know how I made it? Did I pop it up there for long enough for you to have a look at it properly, right? There's the potato bake. In the microwave I cooked this, not the oven, in the microwave. It's a Tupperware pressure cooker, right? So what I did was I grabbed my Tupperware mandolin, and I haven't washed it up yet. Potato, sweet potato. Did I do onion? I forgot to do the onion. Eggs and peas and sour cream with French onion soup. I topped it with panko breadcrumbs, grated Parmesan cheese, and I think that's everything, actually. Let me just pull this out. Oh, we're getting there. Can we see this? That's the gravy. Might need another 30 seconds. So, now you've got choices and options. Look at all this food. I live alone. But now I've actually prepped lunches and dinners for the next few nights and few days. And I can grab my Crystal Wave divided dish. And now I've got a small little TV lunch. I can grab my large Crystal Wave divided dish. I've got this colour and I've got that colour. And now I've got my large Crystal Wave TV dinner. All right? How awesome is that? What we'll do is, and I'll show you, I'm going to prep my lunches and dinners. Oh, yum. Look, see? That is almost the consistency I want. And that's going to thicken upon standing. And I think, you know what? I'm going to leave that. Just like that, right? So, what we're going to do is, in my divided dish, I'm going to grab my Tupperware serving spoon. I just call this the Tupperware shovel. All of the Tupperware KP tools, they're made out of this material that's heat resistant up to 220 degrees. And if you have a look, all of them have a beveled edge, which makes it easier and more gentle on the food when you come to serve the food. I like this one because it's got a nice big deep bowl into here, and they're all colour-coded. So when you've got a drawer full of all these black utensils, it's easy to remember. The Tupperware ladle is bright pink. The Tupperware whisk is that baby blue. And the Tupperware serving spoon is the yellow one, right? So they're all colour-coded. I like to hang things in my kitchen. So with the hole in here, I can now hang them up. And I've got all of my utensils lined up. And they're all colour-coded. So it adds a little pop of colour to your kitchen as well, right? So what we're going to do in here, we are going to grab this. You know what? I really want to take a photo of this, but I'm using two devices right now and I can't. Okay, so what we're going to do is grab a little bit of... I can't wait to eat this. This is divine. So in here, look at this. Let me show you. Hopefully this will come out. In here, right, I did a layered potato, sweet potato, peas. I put 3 eggs through the super dicer, so there's a layer of egg in there. And then I just did 300 mils of cream with a packet of French onion soup mix, and I poured that over the top. And then on top, I did the top crust. That's panko breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese with some sweet paprika on the top there. So I'm just going to pop that in. Oh, look, I need practice doing this for the camera. But there is, on that side there, that's my potato bake, right? And look. Oh my goodness, this is divine. Look how easy that is. How delicious is that? Can you see that? Right? That's that into there. Then what we're going to do is grab... I need a spoon. Just a spoonful of will help the food come out. The food come out. Luckily, I've got a second serving spoon, right? So what we're going to do in here, we are just going to... Can you see what I'm doing? There we go. I've got a little bit of celery. We're going to construct our own salsa. Celery, tomato. We've got a little bit of lettuce. We'll pop that into there. Ooh, some red onion. Let's throw some of that into there. We've got some capsicum. We'll throw some of that into there. We've got some cucumber. I like cucumber. Well, let's pop a bit of that into there. And we've got just a little bit of mango to help that through there. Maybe just a touch more of mango, right? So how gorgeous and colourful does that... There's our salsa that we've now just made up into here. We also have some... Oh, look, that's the pineapple that I cooked with the pork. I've saved that in a container. Let's pop a little bit of pineapple into that salsa as well. because it doesn't actually taste like pineapple. It's got the texture and look of pineapple, but it's got the flavour, a little bit of flavour, but I've added all of those other spices. You know, cocoa. I added cocoa to it, a tablespoon of cocoa. Ground coriander, chili flakes. I did some salt. I can't remember what else. You'll have to re-watch the video. It's all in there, right? So there's our pineapple. Then I've got... Here we go. Let's pop all of this into here. Then we'll pop, that was the pineapple spoon. Let's get a spoon for the mint and coriander. We'll throw a little bit of that on the top of our salsa. As little or as much as you like. Then we'll grab another spoon. We've got some pork. Let's do some pork in here. Oh, here we go. Hang on. There we go. Let's get a little bit more pork on your fork. We've got some pork into there, and let's grab some of this gravy. How yum is this, right? We are going to pour some of that gravy just over the top of that pork. Yum. Oh, that's my lunch for, I don't know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? And all I have to do is seal that. I leave the vent open just so that the steam can escape, and once it's come down to temperature, pop that into the fridge. You don't want to seal it while it's still hot because it might suck down your seal. So let the steam escape a little bit. Once it's come down to temperature, just before you go to bed, just pop that shut, pop it into the fridge. When it comes time for reheating your food, you just pop the vent open, stick that into the microwave up to 500 watts. Once it's done, you grab the tab, you peel the seal, and now I can, if I've taken this to work, I can also take my reusable cutlery, which there's a fork and a spoon, and I've got chopsticks in there as well if I want to, and you can just pop that in your handbag, your man bag, your satchel, or your clutch, pop it in the glove box, pop a couple in there, and then you've always got reusable cutlery, so you can ditch the disposable, hang on to the reusable, and you'll know that you're doing your bit to save landfill, right? And as well as like having to buy plastic cutlery, right? Just use the Tupperware reusable one. Right? How awesome is that? I'm going to now, I've got dinner for tomorrow night. I've got dinner for the next night because, yes, they come in a few different colours. You can buy them singly. You can save as a set when you purchase as a set. When you have an online business account, you can get 15 to 25% off the entire collection, right? And I'm now going to have, I'm not going to have a taco. I might help myself right now. Here's some pork. We'll get some pork happening into here. Let's get some pineapple happening in here as well. I've got some gravy. I've still got sauce into here that I can pop into the freezer and freeze that next time I want to do like a nice little gravy. I can pop that into there. And I'm going to eat my dinner. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please let me know. I'm totally open to them, right? And in the meantime, you know what you need to do. Forget your troubles and get happy. Dance your cares away. Shout out and get happy. I'll see you all another day. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.